Alright, so when you get to the wide open area, head behind the pillar and you'll find another soldier. Go ahead and examine him for another diary. Then switch over to your void sword and fire a void projectile at the waterfall. You need to freeze both waterfalls so that you can climb across. Then climb to the central pillar, and at the top you'll find another pain box. This one should be your 5th life gem. So if you found all 5, your health will be increased. Now once you've got that, if you turn around and look below, you'll see another ledge that you can jump to for another pain box. So make sure you aim properly and then jump over to it. And this will give you your 3rd void gem. Once you've got that, follow the path. Then jump over the gap to the next area. Ah, got another relic. Nice. Once you smashed everything up, turn left at the end of the hallway.
Stop. My lord. My friends. We will kill anyone who tries to take you away from here. Now. This boy is under my protection. You're not our lord anymore!
Son, I had no choice.
Yes. You did. Take this. Use it, and I will come.
Is this real? Or just a dream?
Alright, so after the battle, you'll get the white Wolf Medallion. Now this will allow you to travel back to the castle whenever you find the mark on the ground that indicates you can call the white wolf. So keep that in mind. You can return to the castle if you ever wish to return, because it's very tricky and it doesn't really explain it. But from now on, once you have this medallion, you can travel back to the castle at certain areas on the ground. So as you can see right in front of us, this is the symbol that indicates you can travel back to the castle, but you need to find one of these, and you can check them on your mini-map. They're marked by a wolf head. So you can see in the upper right there's a golden wolf head in the middle of the area. This marks the symbol. Whenever you see one of these, you can press B to call the wolf and travel back to the castle or back to the city, whichever place you're in. So use this as a quick transportation system to the castle. Alright, so before we head on, there's something really important I'd like to tell you guys. If you go to your skills menu, as you can see, you can use your experience points to buy skills in order to make your weapon stronger. So now that we have the Void Sword, we can now access the Void Sword's ability. So give that a look whenever you want. But if you want my suggestion, I would suggest to go ahead and master the Shadow Whip first, because that's going to be Dracula's main weapon. So I would buy all the skills, and some of the skills, as you can see, when you buy them, they have arrows pointing up. That means that they can be upgraded. So once you buy them, you can buy the upgrade for more money. And the final tip is, as you can see, once you have bought a skill, you'll see that it is partially filled with red. Now this means the more you use the skill, the more this skill fills with red. Once it's completely full, you can transfer the blood that's inside of the skill circle in order to master whichever weapon it's under. So for example, we have the Shadow Whip. So as you can see, the skill I have selected is the Combined Whip. Now at the upper left, you'll see how much percent, there's a percentage next to the skill. This means how many times you have used the skill in battle. So the more you use the same skill, the higher that percentage gets. Once that percentage reaches 100%, you can press A to transfer the skill percentage over to the left. At the bottom left, you'll see mastery level. And as you can see, it says 1. And there's a big circle around the 1. Now, as you transfer more and more mastered skills, the blank circle that has a little bit of red filled up will completely turn red, but you need like 4 skills maxed out in order to completely fill it. Once that circle with that surrounds the 1 on the bottom left hand side is completely full, then it will increase to number 2. That means your level has reached number 2. The maximum level for all weapons is 3. So again, in order to upgrade your weapons, because not only can you buy skills and upgrade your skills, but you can also upgrade your weapon power. And the way to upgrade your weapon power is to keep using the same skill over and over and over until it reaches 100%. You can see how much percent each skill has in the top left. So the Combined Whip has 26.1%, 26.01%. So that means if I keep using the Combined Whip move over and over and over in battle, eventually the circle will fill up with red. In the upper left, it'll say 100%. Once it's at 100%, you press A or X on PlayStation, and that will transfer the skill over to its mastery level. Now for each skill you transfer, a small portion of the circle that surrounds the 1 in the bottom left will fill up with red. Once it's completely filled up, meaning you've mastered 4 skills and transferred them, it will increase to level 2 and that means that your weapon grows stronger all around. Regular attacks do more damage, your skills do more damage, and it's a lot more effective in combat. So just keep a note. A good way to do this is to start off with the Shadow Whip. Buy all the skills whenever you have enough experience. Work on buying the skills and upgrades for the Shadow Whip first. And then pick your favorite skill, whichever one you like doing, and just keep using it over and over and over in battle. Eventually, once it reaches 100%, you can transfer it to the mastery level. Now, once you have it to 100%, there's no need to use it anymore unless you really want to in combat. You should work on using another skill so that you can master the next skill and then transfer that. And then transfer a total of 4 completely mastered skills, and your weapon will increase to level 2, making it do more damage. And then you master the next 4 skills, and it will increase to level 3. Once you've mastered a skill and transferred it, you'll get an achievement. And once you've fully mastered the weapon, meaning you've transferred a total of 12 skills, then you will be able to get an achievement for that weapon. Master all weapons, you'll get the final achievement. Alright, so hopefully I explained that without confusing you guys too much. Now, before we head back through before we use the Wolf Medallion to head back to the city, there's one more thing we need to get here. Over to the left, you'll see some bats, indicating that you can climb up a pillar. So go ahead and climb up the pillar and then head to the right. And if you climb up even higher, and then turn right, first let's break all the stuff up here. Then turn left and jump the gap. And break all the stuff on the other side. At the end of the path, you'll find another pain box, so let's go ahead and grab that while we're here. This will give you your 4th void gem. So if you found all the pain boxes, you should now be at 4 void gems, and we have 5 life gems. So our health has increased once, and our void magic is about to increase again. Once you've got the pain box at the upper level, head back down to the bottom. And before we leave, make sure that you smash up all the stuff in this area for a little bit of extra experience. Now, if you don't smash the stuff up, you will miss out on a good amount of experience, because as you can see, each item you destroy might give you either a relic, which is an item you can use in battle, experience points. You'll get 50 experience points if there's any that shows up after the item is destroyed, or the whatever you're attacking is destroyed. And you also might get artwork, which you can view in the main menu. So smashing up stuff is very important, especially if you're behind on experience, because it will, once you got to the end of the game, if you smashed up everything as you went through, you'll have a good 4,000 or 5,000 extra experience points, so it really does help out. Alright, so once you've smashed everything up, go ahead and use the Wolf Medallion. Now take note that you have to be standing inside the circle to call the wolf. Once you've called the wolf, go ahead and climb up to where he's at by using that same pillar we climbed up earlier. And then follow the wolf into the darkness to return to the city.
The
Alright, so when you follow the wolf, you'll be taken into a reddish area. Simply continue following the wolf to reach the other side, and it'll take you back to the city. Now remember,
I'm
take
back in the
note.
real world.
Take note, you can use the Wolf Medallion in order to travel back to the castle if you need to, or travel back to the city. But they can only be activated where you see these glowing yellow circles. Alright, so once you're back at the science district, go ahead and replenish your void magic if you need to. Then head left and drop down to the room below.
This is not your place. Come back to us. Return to the castle.
Alright, so you'll be thrown into the battle with a new enemy that the blood has spawned. Go ahead and take him out. And remember, make sure you smash all the breakable objects, not only for relics, but for experience as well. Oh, the relic disappeared. No way. Alright, so head to the door through the right and follow the walkway. Smash up some more breakable objects. And then head to the left. Then drop down to the area below. Smash up all the goodies. And to the far left you'll find another pain box you can open. This will get you a life gem. Quickly smash up the rest of the stuff. Alright, once you've smashed everything, go ahead and return back the way you came. There's a ladder right next to the pain box. So go ahead and climb up that and drop down to the platform below and follow the path the same way that you originally came here. Remember, if you're having trouble finding out where to go, use the mini-map in the upper right. The golden arrow will mark your destination. Once you got back to where we were originally, where we fought the enemy that the blood spawned, the crates will be respawn so you can break them again if you wish. At the end of the room, look to the right and you'll see a waterfall. Switch to the Void Sword and freeze it, and then climb up it. Drop down on the other side and smash up all the stuff. There's a health statue to the right if you need it. Alright, so once you've smashed up everything, if you look to the left, you'll see a fan. Now you have to be quick. So directly to the left of the fan is a dark area where you can change into a rat. So what you're going to want to do is pull out the Void Sword, quickly freeze the fan, and you'll see there's an area below that you can get under. So once it's frozen, run over to the darkness and quickly change into a rat and run over there as fast as you can. If you're fast enough, you should be able to get underneath it before it unfreezes. Go ahead and access the other vent on the other side. Once you're on the other side, continue following the path. Make sure you jump over the flames or else you'll lose a rat. By the way, when you're in rat form, if you look in the upper left, you'll see a number. Right now mine says 9. That means how many rats you have left before you will run out and fail. So if anything, make sure that you do not kill yourself as a rat too much, because you only have 9 lives. And each time you die, that number will decrease by 1. So continue following the corridor and make sure that you get the experience points along the way. Alright, so at the next area you'll see some electric over the water. Now make sure you walk really slow as a rat, because it's very easy to hit the electric. Just slightly tilt the left analog stick to walk. And whenever the path splits, turn left first. Jump over the fire and you'll find a treasure. You'll find some experience. Go ahead and interact with the Alright, in the next area, if you head right, at the far end of the room, you'll find another ventilation vent. So if you want, you can quickly restore your appearance and smash up all the stuff in this area for a little bit of extra experience. Oh, nope, that's not going to work because we got a guy. Alright, so here, go ahead and change back into Dracula. And if you turn left, and you have the shadow daggers equipped, you can fire one at the object to the far left towards the roof of the area. So quickly do that. And then change back into a rat. Alright, so once you're back in rat form, continue to the left and you'll find another ventilation duct you can go through just in front of the enemy. Go ahead and run through that really quickly and follow the path around. Collect any experience orbs along the way. Just ahead there'll be an electrical wire. You're going to need to wait for it to pause or else it'll kill you and you'll lose a rat. Go ahead and jump over it and then gnaw at the wire on the other side.
Aisinetsit ili Norsit Nemos.
Alright, so once you've gnawed at the cable, return back to the vent and head back to the room with the enemy. Make sure that you've gnawed that cable. So upon gnawing the cable, it'll make a technician come out. So head back to where the darkness was and transform back into Dracula. And that's all we have time for on this episode, so we'll pick up right where we left off on the next episode of Castlevania.